Hello, welcome to week 10 of our drama class. I just have a few quick announcements I want to go over. First of all, please look at my feedback and classmate feedback from last week on your annotated bibliography entries. The whole point of doing this, of having you respond to one another, is so that you can take that feedback and really make sure that your annotations are really strong for when you submit them this week. So just quickly looking back at last week, thank you for those of you who posted and replied to everybody. If we just open one of these up here, you can see I have posted some feedback to all of you, and so have your classmates. So thank you to those of you who did that. But please make sure that you just check and see what I'm saying to you and what your classmates are saying about your entry. Please make the changes before you go and post your annotations this week, because your full annotated bibliography is going to be due this week. I also just want to walk you through what I have set up for this week. If we go back here to week 10. So I wanted you to read the play Fences. So I posted a link to the play itself. The text is here. I also found a YouTube video. Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually my lecture. I recorded a 15-minute lecture just kind of introducing the play, going over some themes and questions. So I'd encourage you to please look at that. The text of the play is right here. You could even read this kind of as you watch this YouTube version. Again, I haven't seen this version, so I can't exactly vouch for it. But if anybody has access to streaming services, I'd encourage you to look up the Denzel Washington and Viola Davis film version that was made, I think, in 2016. It's really great. I can recommend that. Can't recommend it enough, actually. The study guide questions are here. I have turned the study guide into a discussion post, which is down here. So again, I know there was some confusion with this last week, but all you need to do is open this, and if you click on create thread, the questions are right here, and all you can just, again, down here, type your answers. The second discussion post due this week is asking you to post the outline of your research. And I included this whole format here because this is really what I'd like you to put in. Like, tell me what your hook is. Tell me how you're introducing the text, the authors, the questions. Tell me how you're summarizing the text. Most important thing I want to see is your thesis and your topic sentences. I'm okay if you leave the analysis part blank here, but I do want to know, like, what is the claim you're making in your first paragraph? What's the claim you're making in your second paragraph? And is there a quotation you can turn to from either your research or the play to kind of support that point? So again, maybe you have 5 paragraphs here, maybe it goes on for 6 or 7, maybe it's only 3 or 4, I don't know. But please try to figure out what those arguments are and post that. And again, this is the discussion post I would like you to respond to for this week. There was also some confusion on this point last week. Please respond to this discussion post after Thursday, which is when this is due. Finally, the other thing due today, if you scroll all the way down here, or due this week, is your annotated bibliography. If you scroll all the way down here to the essay assignments, this just takes you to the essay assignments folder. You can go here and scroll down to our second assignment, click here, and then post your annotated bibliography. You can either attach it, and I'd encourage you to attach it, because if you try to copy and paste it here, I think the formatting will get messed up. So I would encourage you to, save it in a Word document and then post it here. And I will try to grade those by the end of next weekend. So another thing I just wanted to point out and remind everybody of is I realize that some of the dates, like on here, the dates are still kind of. I really should go in and change these, and I apologize that I haven't. I don't want these dates to cause any confusion. But from moving forward, please go by the dates that are posted on this course content course module. So you can see, again, the annotated bibliography is due this Thursday on the 2nd. Next week, your research essay is going to be due, which is why I'm only giving you one, we're only reading half of a play and giving you a few questions on those discussion, one discussion board due next week, because I want you to focus on the paper. And then we'll finish up wit the following week and start reading Water by the Spoonful. And then this class is really almost over. We are in the final stretch here. So yeah, just keep in mind, follow those dates on the course module. Please remember there are 2 discussion posts due. One of them is the study guide. The other is the outline for your essay. Those are going to be due this Thursday, April 2nd. The annotated bibliography is also due April 2nd, this Thursday. So there are really 3 things you need to turn in this week. And then please remember to respond to your classmates by Friday. And keep the goals of your annotation in mind. Remember, you're summarizing the source. You're talking about how it passes the CRAP test, and then you want to give a sentence about how you plan to use the source in your essay. And just a quick note here on replying to your classmates. Again, I was very grateful to those of you who were able to do that this week. I know that people are still adjusting to things. Not everybody has internet access, so it's okay that not everybody did. But just to look at some examples here, again, I'm trying to encourage you to please try to find something helpful to say about the annotation, but also try to give some constructive feedback. So I like that some of you are doing that. Like, I appreciate the amount of detail, and it looks like you did some other research as well. The CRAP test explanation looks good too. And even though you can't always find something wrong, it's still good to acknowledge that that they're doing something well. Some of the things I said are for this particular post. I wonder if you could be more specific about what the autonomous self looks like in the play, or specifically what the author means, what the author of this particular source means by that when they say the idea of the autonomous self, the idea of the autonomous self depicted in the play. So, like, what does that mean? So that's all I mean when I say please try to be constructive in your comments. And please do remember to respond to 2 of your classmates' posts. If you lost points this week, it was probably just because you didn't respond to 2 people by the end of the week. So, again, I hope everybody is doing okay. Please reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy fences this week. All right. I will check in next week.